Hi, you're probably here to watch a video on how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. Well, you came to the right place. But there are a few things you need before you can actually solve it. You need a brain, hands, a Rubik's Cube, and an IQ of at least 153. Now before we start, I need to tell you about some of the parts of the Rubik's Cube. This part, the very middle of 9 squares, is the center. There's one center on all 6 sides of the Rubik's Cube. Each one has a distinct color. This one has yellow, this one is red, this one is green, orange, blue, white. Each center only has one color. Each center also doesn't move. No matter how I can turn the cube, the centers stay the same compared to each other. Yeah, they'll stay the same. So, the yellow center always represents the yellow side. The blue center always represents the blue side. And so on and so forth. With red, green, orange, white, and all other colors. The next piece of the Rubik's Cube are the edges, which have 2 colors. Each edge can only be in one of 12 positions. We will be moving those around the most. The last piece is the corner. This has 3 colors. In this case, yellow, green, and orange. These can only be in one of 8 places, each on the corner of a cube, which is why they're called corners. Now, my Rubik's Cube is the American Standard Colored system. That means it has 6 colors: white, yellow, red, orange, blue, green. With blue opposite green, red opposite orange, yellow opposite white, with yellow being on top, red being on right, and blue being on left. You might have a slightly different color scheme, like white opposite blue, but it doesn't matter. It's basically the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. I also need to teach you some moves so you know what I'm talking about when I'm explaining the cube to you. There are 6 ways you can turn the cube. 1 for each side. The face that is towards you is the front face. This side right here. This is the right face, because it's on the right side. This is the left face, because it's on the left side. This is the up face, because it's on the up side. And this is D, because it's the D side, down side. And that's the back, B for back. So each side is represented by a letter: F for front, R for right, L for left, U for up, D for down, B for back. This is the standard notation. You should definitely know these if you're learning the Rubik's Cube. At any point in this video or videos, feel free to take notes. and rewatch it as many times as you need. I'm here to help you. Also, you can ask me questions if you need help further. How to turn the cube. When I say a letter for the face, it means you turn that face clockwise. Clockwise as in if you were looking at that face as the front face. So, like you were looking at a clock. This is clockwise. So, this would be clockwise because I'm looking at it like it's a clock. You might get a little confused from this. Don't worry. You'll understand it eventually. So, this would be clockwise. And this would be clockwise. Okay? Those three are the ones we're going to be using the most. Now, our clockwise is left counterclockwise. Weird, right? Yeah. So we're going to be doing this one differently. We're going to imagine we're looking at the left side as the front face. And we're going to turn it clockwise. That would be an L. And that would be an R. With the down face, we do the same thing. Imagine we're looking at it as the front face. Same thing with B, which we should only be using once or twice. So, we imagine it's clockwise, and we turn it like it's clockwise. That would be represented by a capital letter relative to the face. U, F, R, as I've already explained. Counterclockwise moves would be represented by an apostrophe. Well, how do you know which side it would be if it's just an apostrophe? It's not just an apostrophe. It's the letter, then an apostrophe. So, R prime would be counterclockwise. This way. Counterclockwise. F prime, or F apostrophe would be counterclockwise. It's the same thing, only backwards. Imagine as if you're looking at the side. U prime, L prime, D prime, B prime. That's easy, and you should get it relatively quick. Two moves are relatively simple. They're just moving a face twice. Those are indicated with a 2. So for example, if we wanted to move the front face twice, we would do F2, front twice. If you're having trouble, you can either message me or just keep repeating the video. Okay, now let's scramble the cube. Whew, that's terrifying.